Hi everyone. So I just vibe coded a software testing tool. What this tool does is that with the help of natural language, we can write our automation scripts, and with the help of LLMs and agents, we can do automation testing. So let me just, and also few companies have already done this. I've just in the internet seen that kind of approach and I just made an attempt on the same. So I'll just show you a couple of scenarios. Example, in natural language, I've written few scenarios. You can see this is a scenario. So what I'll do is I will start a new test and after that provide instructions. Example, navigate to Airbnb. Keep destination as Chennai and duration as first week. Add to guest. And I click on start. So what happens is that behind the screen, first a browser kind of gets kind of invoked. First navigation then kind of starts happening. So it kind of uses multi-agent kind of architecture. It kind of finds out what is to be done step by step. Example, first target is navigate to Chennai, and then initially it was saying it wasn't able to navigate. Now you can see in the screen we are able to navigate to a screen. Now it's going to type Chennai. Okay, there's no, we are not writing automation script like how traditionally we write either playwright or selenium scripts. So here AI agents kind of think what is to be done. It kind of goes the entire target goal, target full flow, it kind of knows, and step by step what is to be done, it kind of knows it. And using few protocols like CDP, otherwise BiDi protocol, we can kind of achieve this. I just saw these things in the internet, and heard from few people. Yeah. Next is it kind of understands the duration. We are telling kind of duration, right? So in the first week February, it just kind of understand first check executing a step where it's going to click on Sunday 2026, and it's going to choose as a check-in date. And then after first week means it got to choose probably the 7th. It's going to choose. So all the thought processes are kind of done by LLMs. It kind of reads the entire screen altogether. After it kind of reads, it kind of knows what is the current state, what is the final goal state, and it kind of proceeds. And in between, there is going to be few steps where it's kind of going to fail. It's going to understand it failed, then it still progresses. So that's how it kind of works. So now we have added. Uh, Now we gotta add two guest people right now. So guest already no two guest and type of the guest it was not mentioned. So it's kind of taking adult guest, I believe. So we can see first adult, and again we can see, yeah, it's going to give it an attempt, and two guests are kind of added now, and now it probably is going to give it a search. I think after it gives a search, the kind of flow is kind of complete. So let's see if it's, so in traditional way the problem is kind of maintenance of the code, and maybe the XPath locators, these things keep changing, and maintenance of the code is going to be really tedious. And we can see the goal state is achieved. We can see visually also we have come to the target page. Similarly, you can write a huge prompt of what your actual flow is, what all you kind of want to do. So all those things can kind of comprehend and kind of do. Maybe let's try one more example if it's feasible. I'll just refresh the flow. I'll click on new flow, and I have one more here. Think it's just navigate to Amazon. There's also a challenging kind of flow. You can see navigate what the flow is. Navigate to Amazon and yeah, I'll describe it while we're doing the flow. Okay, run test. Yeah, first of all, orchestration agent kind of knows what is the target. So go to Amazon. Sometime when Amazon directly opens Amazon.in, else you'll get a pop-up page which you kind of need to or go through. Now you can see there will be few. Uh, it got to understand there is a search bar. These websites are kind of well known, so already it's kind of having the generic reasoning how a human does. So it kind of will search in the website. It's going to type in a target product and probably going to search for it. Yeah. Yeah, you can see, right? It's Pintola peanut butter, and I just gave it even 1 kg, so it's kind of taking that context also, and it's kind of going to search for the same. Uh, yeah. The downside, or it might take, no, time isn't the issue. Time, uh, normal traditional automation is way faster, but this is just a prototype. This can be optimized in quite a few ways. The problem is maintenance of code is going to be a lot, right? That maintenance part is going to undercut, and also agents are getting way smarter, and AI cost is going to be token cost is going to be the actual problem because you got to pay model providers like Gemini or Google people or OpenAI people for their vision models. But if you kind of but that's a trade-off. If you are able to use some kind of Olama models and use some Quen models, then I think even, but that is hosting. You need to host it, and they require again VMs for the same. And yeah, and as you can see, it kind of added the product here, and probably it's kind of going to go check. It's in screen. It can see one cart is kind of added, so the goal is kind of achieved, so it's kind of able to do it. So this was my attempt in checking trying to somehow make use natural language itself to complete the automation testing process itself. uh, yeah, I would like to thank Gemini, OpenAI, GPT models, all the deep research kind of things, and even anti-gravity. Anti-gravity kind of helped me to kind of vibe code this entire solution altogether. Yeah, this was my attempt, and thanks for your time, people.